In here, how's everyone doing today? Give it a couple minutes for this to go live or catch up with the live, because you kind of have to start and then click go live because it's like a 5-second delay or whatever. Lore board stuff. Yes, lore board stuff. How's everyone doing? We got a lot of people popping in the lobby already. 4 people in the lobby. Nice, guys, nice. All right, so what are we going to do today? We're going to be talking about the lore because we got a huge chunk of lore today. Very big chunk of lore, and we got to discuss it and see how it ties into our current theories, if it debunks some more theories, if it adds some more theories. Who knows? You guys can let me know of your theories as well. Who do we got here in the lobby? We got Simply TJ. What's up? Inkser. Nice to see you stopping by. Barney the Sniper. Nice. I don't think I've seen you before, but how are you doing? Bento. Hello. What's up, Bento? And yeah, cool. All right, let's get started, meaning let's switch over to our desktop camera. There we go. Also, I'm like in a weird position because I'm in a normal chair. My wife took my another chair. She's right here, just chilling. But okay, let's also, you can see my dog in the background just rolling around slightly. Okay. All right, so this is the lore board and whatnot. So this morning I posted my video. Apparently Zog beat me to it, but it's fine, whatever. Go watch Zog's video. He's a lot better at reading than me. But what we're gonna, and I also, Zog did also put his for hot take of like some of the interpretations that he might have. I didn't see any other additions to the lore board for hot takes from like maybe Gasher and such, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't see any hot takes on here precisely. So with that said, we're just gonna, we'll look at Zog's hot take after I kind of break it apart myself. And audio and everything's working, right, guys? You got some nice chill music in the background. All right, so this is the lore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna break these into chunks at a time and add them to the lore board. So, and like, yeah, stuff like that. So I'm thinking, actually, first let's look at the pictures. So we got picture 1. So this is picture 1. It looks kind of like I call it Pride Rock a little bit, but not quite. I don't think, actually it kind of does. I don't know. Do I have any pictures of Pride Rock? I don't have it from this angle because this would be the western angle of Pride Rock. I don't think I have any pictures of the western angle. I always have it from the eastern angle, so I don't have the best pictures of Pride Rock. Let me go and see what I do have. This is Pride Rock. Once it pulls up, give it a second. I don't know why it's being slow. There we go. So this is Pride Rock right here. So when you're looking at the mountain pass, like I call that one Pride Rock, the one that extends beyond. So maybe this could be from the western side of Pride Rock, which is a side that maybe people have traveled by in lore, speaking of things. So who knows? So that looks like it's like the western side of Pride Rock. It actually is very similar now. You compare the two, like look at those two. Like it's just western side, very similar. So this could be Pride Rock. And you have mountains in the background, so that makes sense. That makes sense. So we got that picture. We have my scroll button's kind of being meh today. We have Pride Rock here again with Township peoples and a constellation of sorts. Now I don't know anything about the constellations. Whenever I look in a Township tale looking toward the sky, I cannot break apart what's what and everything. So we'll have to maybe look into that sometime in the future. We're not gonna have time to go into in game today and actually break apart the constellations or see if there is any. I don't know. 5 Cent Studios. I thought it was the mini hill thing in the plains area with the Hebios camps. It could be. I don't know. Like I feel like this is the most similar, but I'm trying to think, is there a mini hill? Like if it has a good outlook like that, then maybe it could happen. In my lore board, I do talk about how people might have migrated to a Township tale, or like the Township, not Township tale, the Township. So people might have arrived through either mystical means, teleportation, or ethereal summoning of some sort. Give me 1 second. Let me get my dog. Do you want to take this over me? My dog's chewing a squeaker and it might pick up on the camera, on the mic. All right, so we got migration from sailing, maybe through like the far, I think it's east, yeah, far east, because I modeled that maybe in the old Township tale or like old township time, this might have been flooded at one point, and maybe glaciers formed what we have in township. The main things that formed that, or what that theory, is because there's lots of arches, and doing a lot of research, those arches are formed via water, rain, and flooding. So it makes sense that it was all flooded at some point to form those kind of things. There's a little bit of wind erosion could form some of the arches, but there's actually two different varieties of arches and other formations that kind of come into play. So you kind of have a couple of different options there. All right, migration from the forest and plains to the east. They technically could migrate from higher ground. I did have that as another option. So they migrate from like either these topmost areas, like top north here or south here. And that's fully true. Like in the later, in some of the cosmetics, we do have notable differences that these two people are from the north in the cosmetic lines. So there's people that live up north that cross down and around. So who knows? All right, let's look at the third picture really quick though. Third picture, we have the tower on top of a hill with a circle on top, which is maybe some kind of mystical power, and how that circle infects the land or it goes into the land. Very interesting. And it looks like we have somebody bowing down as if it's a ritual of sorts, or like a, you know, a prayer of sorts maybe. And then you have these circles with lines. It seems like the circles with lines right here mimic the circles with lines right here. So definitely stars and constellations. This is a note from Gasher and Friends. On their side of the lore board, they have a note that the Kalmui, I'll read your guys' message in 1 second. The Kalmui, where's this thing? Kalmui stands for people of the stars, or something kind of like that. I don't want to like missay it. Let me look at it and get you the actual exact saying of it. I think I copied it on my side. I can't find it on their side for some reason. I'll go and look at it. I copied Gasher's thing right here, or no, right here. This is his thing. So Kalmui Loki, essentially the name of the town. I don't actually know where this is derived from. We do have one instance where they call them the Kalmui, and that's from one of these pictures over here. This is the only picture that has the actual name of Kalmui in it that I've found so far. But I have looked through all the bundles. Okay, so Kal means beyond the stars, and Mui means community. So, you know, people of the stars, maybe. That might be what it means. So it makes sense that there's a lot of star kind of like lore in this whole aspect of things. What do you guys have here? I wouldn't say it's a Pride Rock since it is about the tower. Well, it could be like you know, the land is not too, you know, large, like, or small in the fact that you could refer to two different things. Like if we look at these pictures, you have mountain here, mountain here, mountain here, mountain here. So big, small, small, big. We got big, small, small, big. So maybe this was where the tower once stood, and they like literally just chopped it off at the top. They like manufactured it and made the tower. So maybe it was literally, that is the ancient hill that the tower is built on. So that could be it. So I guess you might be right that it could be, it doesn't have to be Pride Rock. So yeah, that's pretty true. Good find there, Simply. You're actually right there. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I saw that too. I think you're right. By the bandit camps. Okay. What I thought is Mr. B, down something guy. I don't spell well, but I think he somehow stole the climbing ability and put it in the tower or something. Oh, okay. So you're kind of thinking that the evil person, the stealing person, which we'll read this in a second, the Balsakaen, I think that's how you just say it, that they stole the climbing ability. That could be possible. So yeah, we'll have that in mind. That's a good idea. That's a good thing to build off of. I haven't really looked at this myself, so you'll kind of get to hear my thought process as I bust through this a little bit. So let's look at this. Okay, long ago the stars twinkled and told a tale yet to come. So this is kind of interesting because they call this the tale of the Balsakaen, but they actually, you okay? They actually, in multiple instances, change perspective. For right here, long ago the stars twinkled and told a tale yet to come. So it's like the narrator is talking as if, yes, there's a tale and that it's going forward. So this is actually very common in a lot of the lore boards, is that the narrator changes perspectives throughout it. This is, I don't know, some writing techniques that you could do or whatever that I kind of see here. But okay, so the tale that does to come, so the stars basically prophesy. So maybe So let's have like a little, let's put a note here, or let's put some notes down in our lore board aspect. All right, make this bigger. All right, so things that we have first think off, and we're gonna probably bust through these or whatever. So the stars seem to prophesy. Prophet, how do you spell prophesy? Prophesy. All right, so that's pretty solid. Stars seem to prophesy. Actually, let me copy chunks of this over. So we're gonna copy this chunk, put it in the lore board so we can kind of link things to things. All right, so we have that chunk. We'll go chunk by chunk. So long ago, the stars twinkle of a tale to come, a tale of despair for the present and hidden promise for the future. A tale of despair for the present and hidden promise for the future. So it kind of sounds like nowadays is where the bad things are happening. So stars seem to prophesy. They prophesy that present times are bad. Something like that. Despair. So this is a really bad formatting system, but we'll get to it. Actually, we could probably use, give me 1 second. I think we can maybe use another. No, we'll just keep it to us. Which, I don't know, things that come into mind when I say that. I may be very wrong, but there's a rock like that at the tower. You can see it while at the tower. Ooh, maybe you should send me a picture of it if you have a picture. There's also star constellations in the sky and a township tale. I haven't really looked into the star constellations in the sky or how things are positioned in the sky, so that's something I need to look into more. Since the people probably at me among the stars, could the shrines be old stars or meteorites carved into shrines and they used crystals to enhance the power or use powers? That's a good thought. It also does touch upon the calamity a little bit. That is true. It does touch on the calamity. We'll get there. All right, so a tale of despair for the present, hidden promises for the future. So things are bad now, future will be good, or future will have things. Future goods may happen. Let's just call it that. So that's like the first two lines right there. Such was written the fate of this group of mountain dwellers. Yet steadfast they were in their ways, trusting in their own grandeur. So this is actually a really good snippet of, this is somebody that's historically talking, because when you think about it, such was written the fate of this little group of mountain dwellers, yet steadfast were in their ways. So is this tale from historians in the town of Kalmui, or is this our present time? Because this could talk about the time that's before us as players. If that's so, these two chunks of lore can go to this person right here. So if you look at this person, there are those who seek battles, those who seek riches, but then there are those who seek answers, and it is these explorers who sought out to learn the rules that bind this world together. Despite their discovery of this land, when they were to name the new realm, they chose a name in the old tongue. So these people right here that are featured in this picture, they definitely know quite a bit of stuff. So it kind of sounds like this might be one of the talking point people. These might be the historians that actually wrote these kind of tales. So that's kind of like a little hint right there that I almost want to like grab this. I'm going to position it for now next to these guys, but we will probably have to do that later, or figure out more about where it might go later. I want to try to link it to anything that's already existing. All right, next chunk of text. Let's look at this. All right. Long ago, the masses assembled and were thus peered by scrupulous eyes. Interesting. All right, timeless observers that capable only of singular power. Nay, a power to face the creeping moonlit fingers that spelled doom. Yet steadfast they were in battle, for who else possibly could? So nay, it seems like there's two different subjects of the sentence that pop out in my head at least. Timeless observers. It seems like there's some kind of immortal being or immortal power. So let's make a note of that really quick so I remember it. There seems to be a immortal being or power. So it doesn't have to be a person. It could be some kind of power involved. My first thoughts go to the hive minder, or the power behind the hive minder. The hive minder, I don't think is a single person. I think it is an idea or a power that, you know, consumes people. So that's why I think of the hive minder. Oops. So that's kind of what I'm thinking there. Along with the masses assembled and thus were peered by scrupulous eyes, timeless observers, capable only of singular powers. It kind of just sounds like the hive minder to me. That's just like the top of my head. It matches too, but that's okay. We'll keep that for now. They have hard to face the creeping moonlit figures that spelled doom, yet steadfast they were in battle who fought who else possibly could. So actually this could be all about that one person or that one thing, because when you think about the hive minder, it kind of has the idea that maybe these people are being like hive minded, like, you know, taken over, mind controlled into a group, assembles, or, you know, masses assembled, you know, they're grouping together, which we actually have an instance of that in, oh whoops, it just scrolled like crazy. We have an instance of that in this picture. Look at this. The outside of this picture, it has a lot of town folk acting like zombies, as if they're banded together. The people in the picture themselves are also banded together, so that could be one point there. So who knows, maybe it could be the hive minder stuff. Other ideas that pop out other than just the hive minder, the moonlit fingers. Let's see, moonlit fingers could hint at phantoms. So that could be one thing. It's hard to face the creeping moonlit fingers that spell doom. So phantoms are bad. I'm gonna put that in quotation because there are some hints that maybe phantoms were good, or they like got along with the phantoms. So I think phantoms and the moonlit fingers could be together, and then those spell doom for this specific group of people. Because we have a picture recently that the phantoms don't seem to be bad, so who knows. So this actually kind of, I want to put this next to, or we're gonna put this over here. I'm gonna put it next to the Blight Ripper thing over here. Who knows where this could be, because I have just desperate times, and I think I believe that there's probably two different time periods of this stuff, because when we look at the most recent lore posts, we have this picture where we have people creating some kind of potion and such, and it seems like they're all like wanting power and everything. And we also have this picture. These are both canon pictures, where this picture, it seems like they're all, you know, they want the phantom. The phantom is not hostile, but this is just looks like people that are like absorbed in greed. So it seems like two completely separate minded people. So I think that might be two different, you know, timelines where there might have been a bad occurrence of stuff. So I think this could probably go along with this timeline, the top one. People banded together to fight against this thing, and then this is a time where people banded together to join this thing, aka the hive minder time. Maybe that's my ideas. Those are all theories, of course. All right, let's break down the next chunk. Or wait, nay, part of the face of creeping dispelled yet steadfast. They were in battle for who else possibly could. All right. It seems like there's nobody else that could fight them other than whoever these timeless observers are, or the people that banded together. Okay, so let's go to the next part. Let's grab this chunk. I need to probably label which ones are which. Maybe let's do a quick. What color did I grab for? I had a color of some sort. Oh, I think it was like this salmon-y color. Or actually, I'll just copy this. All right, I want to call this 1. I just want to keep a track of like the different things. And then let's put this as 2, and then this will be 3. Okay, let's read this out now. Gotta make sure I organize these things. On the calamity a little bit. Okay, cool. Finish up recording tonight. I'll be a pick. Okay, cool. All right, long ago and for a time, ill fate was thought dispelled. So this definitely shows there's two different time periods. There was a bad time, and then they dispelled it, but then another time came about. With faith in their warriors, the people held stronger, with those thoughts, the fight to survive placated. I think the word placated, my wife could maybe correct me on this. Placated means like kind of like this, like went down, right? Or it was like eliminated. Yeah, the fight to survive eliminated mean that they were fine. They didn't need to fight to survive. Surviving was easy at that point. So that might be what that kind of means. Yet victory was only seen in a future where all the time could be found. Yeah, victory was only seen in a future where all of time could be found. That's interesting. It almost has a hint of time travel, maybe. Seen in a future. Seen in a future where all of time could be found. I don't know. My mind thinks of time travel, where all of time could be found. Like maybe these people have powers to see that, like, or reach into the past or do something like that. Power to see into different times or even touch different times. So I think that's kind of what it is. So this is instance 2 of things that could have happened. So I definitely think this is chronologically after this time. There's a war during this time. People were fine after the war, and then another big bad might come about. Let's see if the big bad is in the next sentence. All right, where are we at? Right here. Long ago, evermore power had called them here. Actually, let's put it right here. Let me put this here. Just gotta make sure it's all organized and everything. All right, so long ago, evermore, power had called them here, and its echo would reach for many more. Of time-spanned lands, they will be bolstered by unique strengths. Yet here they would pool, seeking the enchanting call. Ooh, this is a very strong hint at the idea, the enchanting call. That might be where the Hiveminder steps in. So that might, I'm gonna debunk my last thought. Enchanting call, maybe that's Hiveminder. That's where the Hiveminder truly steps in. It seems like the unique strengths, maybe unique strengths could be unique strengths that could be climbing ability, and or it could also be the powers of the shrines. So it could have two different things. I have a theory that the Quest version is before PC timeline, or they're different timelines. I don't know. Yeah, we could play on that a little bit. They're both the same technically. There's not going to be that many differences in the tower for Quest versus PC VR. Well, I could be proven wrong tomorrow though. I could be proven wrong. But yeah. Yet here they would pool, seeking the enchanting call. Long ago, evermore, power had called them here. Power had called them here, and its echo would reach for many more. So it seems like more people come. So this is interesting. So what if this is actually our time period? Kind of curious. This could be the player time period. Because if you think about it, this is the call that's calling us. So maybe the Hiveminder timeline is actually our timeline currently. And all of the wars and stuff of the past is back in this time period. Skills are the powers from the shrine. Yeah, the unique strengths. It could be climbing ability. I do think I'm steering more towards the power of the shrines, definitely. But or my theory wise. Okay, but let's move on. I kind of want to, we still have like another 4 things to break down before we really try to break these even more apart if we can. All right, so that's 4. This is 5. 5, okay. Okay, while VR name guy, or IDK, he works on his thing, we'll keep going. Long ago then, the critic would commit, long ago then, the critic would commit a sin to build and give to land, only to steal and take from life. I'm gonna stop my brain right there. The plucking of souls. That's a phrase used in the hive minder thing. So maybe it's people that built only to then take life. A great prison fit from the indomitable spirit of the people. Yet here it would stand for many generations to come. So maybe the hive minder or the hive minding power is residing in the tower. So this is probably more, so this idea I'm about to say right now is probably more towards the tower. But I have a second idea. So like the great prison. So the tower is actually a great prison. And I have a theory that the hand at the top of the tower is a sealing power that seals it to be a prison. That's like my thoughts on it. The hand at the top of the tower is a seal for the prison. That's like one of the thoughts I had previously before this ever even came out. I thought it was a seal for the big bad. So I guess this could prove my one theory true, which is pretty awesome. Shamanix, yo, what's up? The tower should be coming out tomorrow, I believe. The player timeline is after the hive mind timeline because we wake up not knowing what happened. That's true. We don't know what happened. Sounds like he's stealing life to restore the land itself. Interesting, Bento. I like that. Maybe it didn't pluck souls, but instead memories. Ooh. I'm gonna make a note here for you. I'm gonna put your name next to it. Maybe here, let me copy your thing. 5 Cent Studios. Great thought there. Maybe it didn't pluck souls, but instead memories. Hey, stop it. Can you take her out? Or... Okay, 5 cents. So maybe it didn't pluck souls, but instead memories. I like that idea because it could mean that we are part of that stuff. And that's how heart plants were made. Heart plants were made. Okay, that's an interesting theory. Wait, so how heart plants are made? I'm gonna put your thing, I don't know, or IDK. That's how heart plants were made. I like that thought. I'm gonna put your two thoughts together there. Excellent. Okay, so that's an interesting thought. Heart plants might have been made because of those things, and they kind of have like your soul power or like the heart power. More like heart power is actually an interesting way to put it because there's a power in the hearts of the people. That's actually a phrase used in the Blight Ripper. Right here it says, it was believed that here lied absolute power in the hearts and souls of the people. That's how they phrase that one, which is kind of interesting. So it says hearts and souls. So maybe the heart flower is part of the heart and the soul is maybe taken and put somewhere else. So good thoughts here. Good thoughts here. Just saying, what do we got? Kind of just like he's the last of his type trying to restore the history of his people so they are not forgotten. Ooh, so maybe the person that's stealing all this stuff, or wait, let me read this again really quick. To build and give the critic. So the critic is taking this stuff so it's not forgotten. Only to steal and take from life. A great person fit for the indomitable spirit of his people, and yet it would stand for many generations ago. So he's basically like stealing things to like put it in the tower so people can remember, which the tower has some of the only symbols that we know or that look very symbolic to read and everything. So that makes sense. I like that. So I'm gonna make another comment. We got some good comments here. So Bento VR says the critic ... and then what you said, I think that's who you're referring to as the critic. in this specific phrase. I'm asking, but is Intel enough for maxed out graphics for a high? I don't think that's enough for maxed out graphics. Just saying, whatever your name is, Stamix Trunks, whatever you want to call that. Kind not time. Okay. We are the souls. We could be the souls. We are the lost souls. I'm still kind of torn, like I said, on the theory that we are artificers or people of that sort, but I do think we're ethereally summoned in. So yes, we could be the souls of people, technically. I do think that's a solid bout of it. So I definitely think that this is the tower. The Great Prison is the tower. My other idea for the prison, other crazy idea, this is probably not true, idea is the prison could be the crystals themselves. So the crystals themselves, that's what the prison could be. That's just like a crazy idea. It's probably false. So we'll leave that at that. Nice. Okay, let's look at the next idea thing. We've stuck on this one for a bit. Here's yet to count the generations. All right, so let's do this. Not so long ago, I gotta shrink these up a little bit, actually. Let's shrink these up. Yeah, let's shrink these up some so we can fit them all in here. Okay, let's see here. All right, so not so long ago, after those who rose and collapsed before calamity. So not so long ago, after those who rose and collapsed before calamity. So they rose to the calamity, aka the fight right here. Yeah, the fight here in between 2 and 3. So maybe, and then they collapsed later around here, maybe. It stood in defiance of time and awaited patiently. A people with the mind to make their strength the power of many. A people with the mind to make their strength the power of many. Yet now it will wake at the ring of the worthy. So I think that this probably refers to the ring of the worthy are the people that, so the worthy, the worthy are the people that make it to the top of the tower. I think that's probably who's the worthy. The people that make it to the top of the tower. People with the mind to make the strength their own. It's in defiance. I think this is just literally just like, you know, describing the tower, what the tower is. The tower is there to wait time and like stand there as a power, kind of. That's kind of what I think that is. With no memories, all the souls possess the tower, and their spirits are the orbs that give you the climbing ability. Interesting. The crystal theory does make sense. I have a here. You guys want to? Here, I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek at my my thumbnail for my crystal theory video that I will be making soon. I need to come up with more details for it, or more evidence of it. But it's a very fun theory. It's probably not true, but it's a fun idea to, like, you know, look at and think about. If I can find my thumbnail, I created it just today. Where is it? I do not have it. I wanted to give you guys a little spoiler of what it looks like. Technically, all of these are my past thumbnails, so you could probably just look at these. Let's see. I got so many thumbnails. What did I name it? Did I name it lore or something? I don't know what I named it. What did I name it? Alright, first line. No. Second line, no. Third line, no. Fourth line, no. Fifth line, no. Sixth line, no. Seventh line, no. I don't see it here. Maybe I didn't export it, so I need to export it. Darn it. Okay, maybe I won't give you the little sneak peek of what it is. Yeah, I'll have to give it to you guys later. All right. Bro, stop. Wait, what are you guys all talking about? Hey, no getting angry, guys. We gotta keep this place civil. All right, the tower of the second, I thought it was the third. The towers on the second I thought that it depends on your time zone. It depends on your time zone. Oh, wait. Shrines could be different clans. Different shrines could be different clans. Interesting thought. Interesting thought. Well, I think a Township tale is based in Ohio. What do you think of my theory about meteorites shrines? I think it's a good theory. Okay, I'm gonna write down your thing. Okay, this is I actually like it. I like it. We gotta write this down. Let's simply TJ, get your name in here. So, theory about what do you think of the theory about meteorite shrines? So the shrines were crafted from meteorites. I think that's a really strong theory, especially since most of the lore seems that like we connect to the stars. So that makes a lot of sense, and that would be really cool if that was a thing, and that's why the stone is different. That could be why the stone is like looks different. Where the shrines are kind of like the timestamps and evolution for their technology advances. True, that could be a technology advances. It's a Florida. Hi there, it's Carmen. Okay, cool. Florida, the miners, the fighters, the archers, and the climbers. That could be true. I'll put that down. That's notable enough. Who's this? I don't know. Actually, do I have a thing for you already? Yeah, let's also put. I'm gonna make your stuff into a thing. So I'm gonna summarize it. The different shrines could be different clans, specialized in different things. That could be a solid thing. Solid thought. I'm gonna put that in there. All right. Meteorite shrines. That's a solid theory as well as meteorite shrines. Here's stuff since the people probably meant among the stars. Could the shrines be old stars or meteorites carved into? Okay, yeah, this is what I can. I'll copy and paste that. That's good. For simply TJ. Boom. All right. The township is a prison for the people. Ooh, interesting. And it's surrounded by the void which Calamity created so people couldn't get out, and the people must complete a tower and get worthy to escape the hordes. I'm making that. That's awesome. That's a solid idea. So we're in a void, which we kind of are in a way, or at least it's a void on the southern side where the tower is. That's an awesome idea. I like that idea. The meteor is by the query. Remember, you pointed it out in the SMP. Yes. Wow, IDK, you're connecting things. I thought, yeah, that could be a meteor, but it doesn't have the look of a meteor as much, which I think Zog was kind of right on that. But I think it's good to like keep going on that. That's awesome that you remembered that from the SMP. Okay, might be crazy, but what if the hive minder is trying to prevent the current population of players from causing the same thing that wipes out the previous people? That is very true. I have a whole theory on that, and I'm gonna definitely keep that one in mind for later. I like that idea. All right, we need to get reading though. I want to try to break this apart when we can talk about all the crazy theories again. So I'm gonna move on really quick. All right, so people with the mind. So the worthy is probably the people that climb to the top of the tower. This is probably referring to the two different time periods. Referring to the two time periods, the fighters versus the worshippers, maybe? Or ritualers? I don't know. I just spelled a lot of that wrong, but whatever. So I think that could be referring to those things. This is also paragraph 6. I'm gonna put that there. And I'm also going to shrink all of these even more down. Oh, whoops. Shrink these even more down. We gotta make room for stuff. We don't want to take up all the space in this thing. All right, what do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ring of the Worthy. Okay, cool. Oh, actually, no, this is the last paragraph. Okay. Cool. Last paragraph. All right, let's copy this thing. Put this here. All right, such was the tale once told on a starry night. A stubborn stand against prophecy. Okay, so these people were trying to defy prophecy, which is interesting because like this is tale is telling that this is the tale of prophecy, but they're also defying prophecy. So they're prophesying that they're going to defy prophecy, which makes the people that defy prophecy fulfill the prophecy. There's kind of a little mix up there, isn't there? There's some kind of break in the idea of what's what. I'm going to steal back my chair my wife stole from me. So give me a second while I switch up chairs because I want this chair. Oh, much better. Oh, I love this chair much more. Okay. So I kind of wanted to put a fallacy, like an interesting fallacy right here. Fallacy, or I don't even know how to spell fallacy. But the people wanted to defy the prophecy. I don't know how you spell prophecy, whatever, but also followed the prophecy by defying it. It's just kind of a little fun fallacy there. I don't know. I think I like that idea. It kind of makes sense. The tragic battle without end. It's just totally like, it's kind of funny because it's like a nod to the fact that it's like, you know, you're always gonna fight, and or there's always rumor that you're gonna keep fighting, so you're gonna keep fighting, so you're actually following the prophecy or the rumor that you're gonna keep fighting. It's just a funny fallacy in that whole idea of things. A gambit against greater foe, a hope cast across time. Such was the tale of the great traitor thief Balsakaen. This is very interesting. I'm getting a lot of vibes of the Gate Thief. It's a book that I read recently. It very much sounds like the Gate Thief vibes, where this there's basically gods in this universe. They're demigods, more like. They're demigods in this universe that have powers and such, and the Gate Thief like makes it so that people can transfer across nations and whatever time and everything. And the Gate Thief actually took away all of the other gate mages, gate people's things to then preserve time. It very Gate Thief vibes. It's kind of funny how like I feel like this story kind of mimics that in a way. New YouTube, a Township Tale theory. Yeah, that's basically what my channel is. It's just a Township Tale theory. It's a Township Tale theory. I like it. All right, what's some other thoughts we have? The people were playing with dark magic and accidentally opened a portal to a different world, which opened 5 huge portals around the map, on which knocking down one of them knocking down the climbing tower. Interesting. The hive minder is preparing us to face off against Balsakaen because we are the prophecy. We could be. And all the monsters came through, destroyed the world. That is true, because there was a hint from, I think, Boromir, that the big bad was a cause or a before effect of Gotera and Terabada coming into the world. Gotera and Terabada were not always in the world, or at least that's what is said. So that's definitely a solid theory on that aspect, that it could bring in some kind of creatures, the Gotera and Terabada. So solid thoughts. So really quick, I want to go and read Zog's. He's another guy that knows quite a bit of lore. I want to read his thoughts on the whole matter of stuff. So let me pull over a Township Tale Discord. He made these thoughts in the supporter chat. So I want to, like, you know, talk or bring that from the supporter chat. Let me see if I can find his thoughts. Man, there's a lot of talk in the supporter chat today. Where is this morning? Maybe I'm not going to be able to find it. Aha, here we are. Okay. So Zog, hopefully you don't mind me sharing some of your thoughts from the stuff. We'll see. All right, so this is what Zog's thoughts on. Now that my ideas are kind of already festering in my head, and I put some of them down, the notable ones down, let's see what his thoughts are on this whole thing. So let's look at this. All right, here's my lore dissection from the post. Long ago, Star Twinkle Komi literally translated to a community beyond the stars. Okay, native power. Okay, so we already read through the quote, so let's just think of his thing. They didn't possess the power needed to fight the big bad, but fought anyway because nobody else could. Okay, this may be referring to Kolmui, the players, and depending on personal theories, even the Blight Rippers. So that's true. It could refer to those three chunks, because we could be the Kolmui, we could be a complete separate faction from the Kolmui, and there's also Blight Rippers. I'll talk more about those theories in another video. I can give you, if you want to, I already wrote down all my ideas right here. This is like the whole idea of the Blight Rippers theory. I have like a whole bunch in here just describing it, so you can go check that out if you want. So a great prison fit. Okay, yeah, okay, definitely referring to the tower. Yeah, he's right. It's definitely referring to the tower. It just makes sense, especially since the last picture is literally the tower in there. All right, so not so long ago. Okay, probably referring to the Kolmui eventually falling to the big bad. People with the mind to make their strength of many power, yet now it will awake. Okay, conquer the tower to gain their strength and maybe some other related things. Okay. The strength and power of many, and now we'll take a ring of the worthy. So I'm like half on this theory that the ring of the worthy right here. I'm half. I definitely think it has strong ties to the idea that once you reach the top of the tower, you are probably the worthy one. But just like how it talks about, like, you know, it's to define the people with the mind to make their strength the power of many, that just sounds so much like the Hive Minder. I feel like the Hive Minder has so many vibes in this that it feels like the Hive Minder is like the next big bad that's kind of coming out, coming affront of all of these things. That's kind of what it feels like. Have their own god names, Terabina, which is the god of poison. Interesting. I don't know about that or where that derives from. You'll have to tell me about that at some point. Okay, so his other theories was this: a stubborn stand against prophecy, the tragic battle without end, blah 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 blah. Okay, their downfall was prophesied, but they continue to resist in a never-ending struggle that continues to the present day. The gambit and the hope across time are likely the choice to embed the spirit of the ancient people in the tower, and probably other places like the shrines that are made of the same materials, and also us to use that power in the future to beat the big bad. Balsakaen betrayed his people, stealing their power and sealing them within the tower and shrines as an attempt to help a future people destroy the big bad. Ooh, so Zog here it sounds like he's thinking that Balsakaen, though a traitor and a thief of the current times where people were fighting as hard as they could, he was the one that's like, we can't win this fight today, so I'm gonna steal your souls and your power, seal it in the tower, so that us, the players, when we come around, will be able to take that power and fight the big bad when the time is right. I like that idea. That's a very solid idea. I like it. It sounds really good. I kind of want to, I feel like that sounds like somewhat, he definitely worded it very well. It sounds very obvious once you word it that way. My thoughts is totally completely that, like, it feels like there's a different person that's trying to, like, you know, intertwine themselves in this whole aspect. And who knows, maybe the Hive Minder is the traitor and thief, because the Hive Minder only came around in this year. I don't think the Hive Minder was in previous years, so this was the first year that the Hive Minder did come around, so that might be it. How many monitors do I have? I have 4, 3 in front of me, 1 right there. But yeah, let's see. What do we have? Mary Lee, nice for you to stop on by. How do you spawn walnut stuff? Go and check out my videos. I have videos for all that. You should try to play a climbing tower with quest players to see their reactions. We'll see. He has a video, go check it out. Time to go work on my essay. Okay, so but Jay, you go work on your homework. Do you spawn? Don't ask me the same question twice. Oh my god, how many monitors do you have? Okay, I already read that. I feel so sorry. The school. The phantoms could maybe be the souls of the people who were corrupted by dark magic. Yeah, that's a very solid theory. That it's kind of already written down a little bit in their side of the stuff. Yeah, they kind of talk about the souls and the phantoms right here. So that's somewhat of an existing theory. Oh, a little fun fact for you guys. Pumpkin monster? I don't want to turn this into a full video. It's not quite ready for a full video, but there maybe is a pumpkin monster. But yeah. So thoughts on the whole aspect of these things. What are my thoughts on all of this? Let me actually pull this out. I think I need to reorganize these thoughts that we already thought about. And I'm gonna have to line these up and figure out a little bit, just dive deeper. I think it's gonna take me a little bit of thought in the shower and sleep and blah 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 to think about some good thoughts and turn it into some really solid theory videos. Because right now, I don't know if I have too many solid theory videos. What's some standalone theories? Oh, here's a little fun little aspect for you guys. Where is it? It's this. No, not that girl or that person. Where is it? There's a person here. This little thing about you right here. The friendly courier. This basically says that, like, you know, the mail system. That mail system is a legit system. It's not just for like stuff for the players. It's actually a legit system that was built during the Cold Movie time. But yeah, Pumpkin Goat Terra confirmed. Maybe. Who knows? Okay. It is an essay on the Unbroken Good Book 8 Omega out of 10. Nice. Hey Omega, I'm going to start a series server with some YouTubers. Do you want to join? We can record on it sometime if you're not busy. I am always busy, so it's kind of hard. And I already have my own thing with YouTubers recently, so it's kind of hard for me to make time for 2 different series. So we'll see about that. Probably not going to happen anytime soon, just saying. I'm also gonna shrink this. Okay, so I don't know if I have any more thoughts on this. I need to definitely fester more on this now that I've broken it once apart. I normally try to break things down 3 times before I make a video out of it. Once I break it down 3 times in my head, that's when I really make a video out of it. It takes me a lot of time just to think through things and really make sure I cover things right. Also, all my theories are still theories. They're not, you know, confirmed stuff. Everything that's purple here is not confirmed. And that's basically all my theories. The green stuff is just stuff that we read and we know. So that just makes sense. But yeah, go check out this. I put this in the link in the description normally. Oh my god, do you have a quest server? I technically do have a quest server. It's just sitting there dead. I don't really use it ever. It would be nice if you could ride Babu or Days. That would be really fun if we could ride the Babu or Days. So who knows? We'll see where that goes. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I don't know if there's any other lore discussions. What do you guys have any questions about my theories in past videos, or maybe theories that you think I might have in the future? Ask me those questions. I don't know if I have too much more to cover in this video. I think we broke it down a little bit and we gave a little bit more thoughts, and I got your guys' thoughts to record some of your thoughts here. And who knows, maybe I'll integrate your thoughts in, and I'll you know, give you guys some credit in my next video if I can integrate your thoughts into like some cool theory video. We'll see. All right, see ya, bro. I'm gonna go play some Hard Bullet. Nice. And blow someone's head off. All right, you have a great time there. Stamix Trucks. I have no idea how I'm ever gonna pronounce your name. I'm gonna call you Triple X. I don't know. That could be like a fat reference. I don't know if you're fat, so it's like, what? Sorry about that. Okay. If needed, I have 3 that I don't use after switching to PCVR. Okay. Babu like has more storage, days faster. Wait, what? I don't know. All right, see ya. See you guys. Okay. Or see you Triple X. S Triple X. I don't know what you want to call. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to do one thing I totally forgot earlier. There is a mound of dirt, not mounds, right here. Whoops, that is way too big. Little teeny thing right here. Mound of dirt. That I just wanted to put in there. But yeah, this is like a nice little map of like things that you can find in the game. Steamotron. Steamatron. Okay, that's a good thing. Okay, can you tell them about my server, the Forest SMP? Oh yeah, IDK has a server that you started up if you want to go join that. What was the name of your server? Put it in the chat if you want be able to find it. But yeah, you can find it that way. Once you has a name in there, maybe an invite code. So yeah, IDK, go and check out his channel. He has those servers he wants to start up, and if you want to look for friendly people, he might have some stuff for you guys. About the rides, I said, where is the tower on the map? The tower is right here at the edge of the map. That's where the tower is, right here, down south. So if this map is true north and south, like, you know, top bottom, then yes, it is south on the map. So we'll see how that turns out. Well, it's been about an hour, 54-minute of a stream, but I think I've done what I wanted to do today. I don't know if I have any more thoughts, so I might be ending the stream early a little bit. You guys should play my RP server, Crystal Isle RP. That's a good idea. Yeah, Simply TJ, if you want to go play his server, he has another server. Just make a community post, more people will see it. Yeah, I try not to use my community posts too much, because community posts could be, you know, for more stuff. You'll join if I can be admin. That's not a good sign. Why would you want to be admin? It just sounds like you're gonna spawn items in. If you spawn items in, then it's like, no, we don't want you to spawn items in. All right, I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you have any more theories and thoughts, and I didn't get them in on this stream and you want me to get them in. I can put them into my side of the lore board. Just keeping my side a little bit separate from this side, because we have two varieties of things, and I don't want to mix up, you know, thoughts and stuff when it could be completely different. But yeah, if you want to check out more lore though, Gasher and Friends have a lot of good stuff here about different ideas in the lore, especially like right here. They have like a whole bunch of ideas about the symbols. I don't break apart the symbols too much, but there's a lot of shared symbols amongst a lot of these little things. Like this symbol right here is the same as there. It's also, I think, in this one. I think that's why they put it there. Like just the same group, it has like the same stuff. And like also right here, there's like subtle symbols right here. They're all matching. So it's like very interesting how, like, you know, there's a lot of symbols that match across time. More people see it. Is that me? All right, guys. But with that, I am gonna end the stream. You guys go have fun. Go and join our Discord if you want to talk more. I do respond to my Discord quite a bit. And if you want to have ideas in the lore board, the access to the lore board is only given to certain people, just to make sure we don't have like too many messes going on in the lore board, because it could be very messy if a lot of people get into it. So I'll just add your ideas in here if you give it to me, and I'll just make sure I write your name down next to the ideas like I did earlier with these ideas and such. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all next time. Oh, one last thing, we'll be doing a birthday stream. It's my birthday very soon, so we'll be doing a birthday stream on Saturday. We'll also be doing a Among Us VR stream next week. I still have yet to determine if I want to do the Among Us VR with my community or if with other YouTubers. It depends on if I can get enough YouTubers together. So we'll probably do it with other YouTubers if we can get enough YouTubers together, else it will be with the community. If it's not with the community, I might do a separate day VR or live stream with the community. So we'll do it then. But with that said, I think that's enough plugs. Like and subscribe. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. Hitting the end button now.